Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sketchdom. My name is Jason Sketch, and I'm super excited to bring you guys more Marvel Champions content. Today we're going to be taking on the campaign still. We've got two more games left, I believe, this campaign. I'm going to be using Echo still in that protection deck. We've been doing the same thing for a while. I'm happy with the deck. I think it seems to be working out pretty well for what I'm doing. I'm still learning a lot about Echo and, of course, all the different villains. This is a blind playthrough, so remember, please, that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm experiencing everything raw for you guys live here on the episode. So hope you're enjoying it. I'm looking forward to it. I've also picked up some cards recently. I got the new Jessica Jones and Luke Cage sets, and so I'm super excited to test them out as well. So you'll probably be watching some of those while I finish up the campaign. Anyhow, I know you guys are probably all like, cool, we'll get into the game. That's where I'm heading. So let's jump on down to the table and check things out. All right, everybody, welcome back down to the table. Here we are. We've got Echo in protection. I didn't even write that down. I just wrote down that we were doing it with Echo. We're going to put protection here just for fun. This time I do have the initiate reflexes up top, so we should be able to draw that pretty easy. But we need to get things going. We're going to get the campaign moving again. I'm excited. Hope you guys are as well. Awesome. Gather the 5 campaign environments and check the campaign log and remove each card matching the completed or failed. We've removed all the completed ones up here. We now have these last 2. Shuffle the remaining campaign environments and draw 2 at random. Well, these are the last 2, so we don't have to draw anything else, which is super nice. In the campaign log, in each scenario matching drawn environment, mark the first box to the right of it. So it is Stop the Presses and Protection Racket. Ooh. Well, that stinks. So Protection Racket becomes failed. And Stop the Press, it's 2. So Protection Racket, we have failed it. All right, so what does that mean? Remove each card matching. Shuffle if there's only one, or draw it. In the campaign log, each scenario matching the drawn environment by marking the first unmarked box to the right of the scenario. If there's only one environment drawn, mark 2 boxes instead. If a scenario has 3 X's to its right, it was failed. The players, as a group, choose any scenario to play that is not completed or failed. So Protection Racket, we cannot play, so we choose Stop the Presses. If each scenario is either completed, the players must choose the campaign scenario. Okay. So, determine the villain via the following. We're going to, if there is a villain there already, there's not a villain there at the Stop the Presses. So it's going to be one of these 2, Hammerhead or Purple Man. We'll do odds and evens. So odd for Hammerhead, evens for Purple Man, evens for Purple Man. Interesting. Okay. So we will be playing against Purple Man. We have not played against Hammerhead yet, so maybe we'll do that when we're testing out new heroes or something. So if I had not lost that first art museum heist scenario, we would have probably faced them all and been fine. But here we are. Gather your chosen scheme, and I guess this goes automatically up here. Do this stuff, so this is going to be not so fun. But it's part of the game, so. Alright. Gather your chosen main scheme and your chosen villain and their corresponding encounter sets. Setup. Each player searches their deck for each card whose title is recorded. Ally support is removed from the campaign. Remove those. Okay. Awesome. Place each environment. For each completed scenario into play, completed face up, and each failed scenario side face up. Resolve the setup. Okay, so you do get this automatically. That's what I was looking for. All right. Page 23. Okay, so we're going to do Stop the Presses, which is on page 21. So, kind of excited because that sounds like a fun one, but also I know this because really hoping to do protection racket, so I wouldn't have to do the discarding that comes with that failed side. But here we are. It is what it is. I'm going to take some time, get things set up, and then we will start the game. And we're back. So this is a lot of setup. I'm super nervous about this. This is actually going to be a very terrifying. I don't see myself actually winning this scenario, but that doesn't mean a bad thing, right? Just going to be learning new stuff. And so you got Mr. Purple Man here. Some things to note when we get started here is each influence minion gains guard and villainous. Each boost card from the Purple Man encounter set boost after this activation, deal the card to yourself as a face down encounter card. Each boost card from the Purple Man encounter set. Okay, so it's just a Purple Man encounter set, not all encounter cards. That's good news. So that's real good news. Okay. So that makes me actually a little more relaxed than I thought. So we have that. So we're not getting 1,000 encounter cards, but still quite a bit. And then we've got stop the presses. So we've got some setup we need to do here. Put the daily bugle environment into play. Check, it's in play. Each player puts a random daily bugle support from this encounter set into play under their control. Remove each of the remaining daily bugle supports from the game. So I only get one. I got to choose a random one. I've got a D8, 1 through 4, 5 through 8. Here we go. I actually don't know what they do, so that's kind of exciting. 4. Okay. Robbie Robertson, which is actually exciting. I really liked him from the Spider-Man cartoon growing up. I thought he was always really, really cool. Really good guy supporting Spider-Man there. So, when does Mr. Robbie have, just so we know? Uses 3 stamina counters, so let's get 3 stamina counters on him. That's going to be adjusted here shortly. I like this for my counters. Okay. After a player is dealt a face-down encounter card, exhaust Robbie Robertson and remove 1 stamina counter from him. Look at the encounter card. You may discard it and deal that player another face-down encounter card. That's not bad. It's a response, so I can always utilize it if I want to. That's a really cool support piece. And if I get to keep it afterwards, then that's great. Otherwise, I need to make sure he stays alive. So, remove each remaining daily bugle support from the game, which we have. All right. Force response. After an enemy makes an undefended attack against you, choose. So we get to make a choice, which really we are protection decks. We'll be doing a lot of defending. That's kind of our shtick. So I'm kind of curious if that's actually going to impact us or not. We'll find out. It starts off with 1 per player threat on there. I like using these blue ones for threat right now. We'll do that. Okay, and then setup. Remove 1 stamina counter from each daily bugle support for each checked mark next to the campaign besides stop the presses. So, and right now we've got 2 check marks, 2 X's, but 2 check marks, and so he's going to go down to 1. So we got to make sure that he does not die. Okay, good news is I can do this as an alter ego action. Whew, boy, all right, so I got to be flipping quite a bit too. Really need to be paying attention to what I'm doing here. We're probably going to take this game slow because there's a lot to keep up with. All right. After resolving mulligans, give each identity a tough status card. Each player chooses and discards 1 card from their hand. So that's, I guess, after resolving mulligans. Okay. I'm going to assume that's after resolving mulligans. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Drawing to our hand size, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I know we want to keep this card, and I'm going to hold on to the energy. Yeah, we're going to ditch the rest of these for now. Feels bad, but I think it's smart to draw out One more card just to see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, well, we got a Ronin, so that's good news. Okay. Next, the Getaway says, after resolving mulligans, each player may search their deck and discard pile for an upgrade and add it to their hand. In expert mode, each player who did so discards 1 card from their hand. So we're not playing expert campaign, but we're playing in expert mode. So I'm gonna do that discard. You guys let me know if I did that wrong. Let's just see if there's an upgrade that we want to add to our hand. Defensive Conditioning is actually a really good card. Standalone, I've not been able to use yet. Getting extra health right off the bat. Not terrible. Cartography. Exhaust this card. Shuffle 1 aspect event from your discard pile back into your deck. Draw a card. American Sign Language is also a good option. Most of memory. Exhaust this card. Add an event tucked under Echo to your hand. And we know that the Raft Breakout lets us pull out an ally. So we're going to go do that for the Raft Breakout as well, and then we'll discard the ally here shortly. Improvisation. After you play an attack, if it has the following traits, heal 1 damage from Echo. Ooh, I like Improvisation. Getting that on the table right off the bat is actually probably one of our better ones. If you play an event, we have really a lot of choices here we got to look through. Go ahead and shuffle all this up. So, we've got a lot of choices here. I want a lot of things. Improvisation's nice because after you do a lot of different things, you get benefits. You get to do extra damage here. American Sign Language lets us play more event cards. And Defensive Conditioning gives us extra health. I know we're going to lose 2 cards right off the bat. I like Echo's Katana. I don't know if that's the right choice, but it is the choice we made, so. There's a lot of choices. And like defense protection builds are tough. There's so many upgrades that you have most of the time that you're playing with. So there's that to consider and think about. I do like the best offense. I think it's been a pretty fun card. All right, so these are all of our cards. Now we got to discard 1 card for Getaway, which will probably do Powerful Punch. And then for Raft Breakout, we'll discard Daredevil. And then this card here, each player chooses and discards 1 card from their hand in expert mode. 2 cards instead. So, okay. Play that down, or this one gives me the benefit of +1 and retaliate. This one does not. So, I think we'll discard these 2 cards. These are at least 4. Okay. When you change your hero form, search your deck for an aspect or basic event and add it to your hand. Okay. Great. First things first, exhaust the Daily Bugle support. I'm going to put this down here. That way I have it in front of me, and we're just going to be next to Robbie here. We're going to consolidate space and put all of our environments together now that we've used them all. We don't really need to have them visible. So An alter ego form. Exhaust daily bugle support. Exhaust a daily bugle support you control. Place 1 stamina counter on that support. So we'll exhaust Robbie. So he gets another one. We're basically going to try to build this up as much as we can. We are going to spend the energy to play the katana. And then we're going to spend the best offense to play Ronin. It gives us +1 defense. We'll put it down here to remind ourselves. And retaliate 1. We'll flip up. Gives us an opportunity to find a powerful punch. That we can hold in our hand, which is actually kind of fun. Let's do that. After you play an event, exhaust Echo's Katana, deal damage to an enemy equal to the event's printed cost. This attack gains piercing. Okay. That's in our hand. Echo has lots of choices she can make. Do we want to go ahead and attack Purple Man, who does not have health out yet? That's my bad. 15 health for Purple Man. The news is he's not tough, which is exciting. We can just start cutting right through him. He's not that strong. If I punch him for 2, that's great. Threat's going to go up to 2 this next turn, and then we can deal with threat before we flip down. We're going to defend anyway, so we'll deal 2 points of damage to him to get him down to 13. I think we got to take out Purple Man fast. Just got to hit him hard and fast if we can. So, all right. Let's draw up to our hand size. 1, 2, 3. Another powerful punch. 4, 5. Okay. Well, these are made, right? It is what it is. It kind of stinks because I do want to get defensive conditioning down too, but gotta do what we gotta do. So, all right, threat's gonna go up to 2. After an enemy makes an undefended attack. Okay. So he's going to attack for 1 plus a boost. We are gonna go ahead and spend 2 cards to play Powerful Punch. Didn't really leave myself much room for my tuck cards, so we'll move these environments over for now. And we have our tough, of course. Play Powerful Punch. When an enemy initiates an attack, deal 4 damage to that enemy. So we'll deal 4 damage to him, which gets him down to 9. This gets tucked. After you play an event, exhaust Echo's Katana, deal damage to the enemy equal to that event's printed cost. This attack gains piercing. So it goes down to 7. We do two more points of damage to him. Feels good. Feels really good. Do we want to defend? If we don't defend, we can clear threat. If we don't defend, either he can lose a thing or this can make a thing happen. We'd go up to 5. He's already going to take retaliate damage. So let's just go ahead and defend for 3. Saves our tough, right? He attacks for 1. And this becomes a face down encounter card. Okay. So I took no damage. He takes a point of retaliate damage, which gets him down to 6. We get an encounter card. Our first encounter card is the Firefighter. Vulnerable. Discard this character if it's stunned or confused. Firefighter attacks gain piercing. When defeated, discard the highest cost support or upgrade in play. Ugh. Alright. Well, he's just annoying. Real annoying. Well, he only does a point of damage, so could we ignore him? Potentially. Really, it impacts that, so. The next card is Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Bro. Teamwork Tracksuit. Vulnerable. When defeated, tuck the card under the Tracksuit Mafia side scheme. Otherwise, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. Okay. They can come out quite a bit. That's kind of cool. Actually. He's going to be more annoying, so we do need to take him out if we can. But no way to attack. We flip down. We can't flip down just yet. And I could have used Robbie's ability. I'm so scared of losing Robbie, though. So. That's actually really not good. Okay. I guess we're ready back up. Have these two cards in our hand. Ditch that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have an in harm's way, which is nice. And army of 1. Allows me to ready. That's exciting. Okay. So. What do we want to do here? I think Purple Man comes in for an attack. 1 plus a boost. We have a tough right now, so I think we just ignore. We don't. Yeah. Do we do powerful punch against him? I mean, I don't see why not. We only got 6 health. I'm going to worry about defending. So I'm going to go ahead and play Photographic Reflexes. If you're in hero form, you can discard Photographic Reflexes from your hand to play a tucked event under Echoes if it were in your hand. Reduce the cost to play that event by 2. You cannot trigger Echo's Watch and Learn ability from this event. So we'll do that, which does 4 points of damage to him. Gets him down to from 6 to 2. And then we'll pop Echo's Katana to do 2 more points of damage to him. So that does defeat him. Feels very fast and early in the game, but we're going to try it out. All right. Each influence minion gains guard and patrol. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hold up. Which that should get up to 3, by the way. Guard and villainous. Oh, okay. So I could not actually do that. So powerful punch him. Because of the guard. So we're going to go back up to 6 here. Okay. That's okay. That's why we're reading rules and paying attention here. So he's going to come in for an attack. We will choose to take the hit. He's going to swing for 1. 2. So here's my tough. While he was doing that, I did want to play get their attention. So we'll spend these two to probably get their attention. And clear 3 threat from a scheme. Then I would have chosen to, because I did not defend, I would go ahead and put 2 threat back on here. Then the firefighter's going to come in for an attack. He would take an opponent retaliate damage. He's down to 5. Firefighter's going to come in for an attack. I don't want to discard anything yet, so I'm just going to take the 1 point of damage, I think. Or defend against him. I think I'll defend against him. Take the 1 point of damage. Which is worse? You never know what your encounter card's going to be. And Robbie's not in a safe space right now, so let's go ahead and defend. We do have a get your attention, though, so we can always hopefully pop that next turn. I We can defeat both the minions, too. We just lose the katana. That's just annoying. That's all. Okay. So I think I will defend, so I don't take any damage. He takes a point of retaliate damage. Tracksuit Bro is going to come in for an attack. Before he attacks, we'll play Photographic Reflexes. And do Powerful Punch, which kills the Tracksuit Bro. When defeated, tuck this card under Tracksuit Mafia side scheme. Otherwise, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. Crazy that these guys can come back. I did take a point of damage. I forget about that. I need to make sure I reflect that. Then we'll pop the katana. Take out the firefighter, which takes out the katana. Annoying, but I guess I didn't have to. Well, it had to be done because of the guard. And villainous. Ooh, shoot. Let's do 2 more. Oh man. That's actually super annoying. Okay. Had to take care of that. All right. Now we're back in business. It is my turn. Oh, right. We get an encounter card, which is another firefighter. Great. Love it. What are the odds? All right. So he's going to discard my Ronin if I don't deal with him. Okay. This is fun. Okay. And Robbie would have taken one of these. Yes. No, I defended, so I didn't have to do that. Yep. I defended for 3. Oh, right. So I wouldn't have taken any damage. Okay. That's good news. So at least we don't have any loss of health here. We're not having to make choices and decisions here. Okay. My turn. So Purple Man and Firefighter to deal with. The Firefighter's annoying. He's going to get rid of an upgrade. If I kill him. I can't attack Purple Man. If I flip down, I can exhaust Robbie to get another thing. Purple Man would then Get that up to 3. He would scheme. He'd have to scheme for 6 to beat me out, and that's a possibility. So stay up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The good news is we got improvisation back, so. La-di-da. Threat goes up to 3. The purple man's going to attack for 1 plus a boost. We're going to play photographic reflexes. Get their attention. Clear that. He takes. He's going to attack. Do I defend or not defend? Either one of them, I can just choose. I'm going to have to take the damage from one of them. So might as well defend against Purple Man. For 3, he swings for 1, 2, 3. I take no damage, but he takes a point of retaliate damage. Then the firefighter I cannot defend, so he's going to attack for 1 plus a boost. 1, 2, 3. And this becomes a counter card for me. Okay. So 3 undefended, so I can either choose to put 2 threat up there or take 1 away from Robbie. Put 2 threat up here. And we took 3 points of damage. He took a point of damage. Retaliate. All right. Encounter cards. We get another encounter card. Encounter card is, when revealed, choose an influence minion from the encounter discard pile and reveal it. Otherwise, this card gains surge. Oh, and that patrol? No, they don't have patrol right now. They just have guard. Okay. So, another firefighter comes back out. This is tough. I'm sweating. And Tracksuit Bro. Man. Okay. Wow, we've got a lot of minions we got to deal with. He's also got 3 health. We really need to get out of this mess. I keep forgetting about Robbie's power. Power protection to play Army of 1, which readies Echo. Improvisation out of the question right now. Take out 1 firefighter, or I can clear the threat. Let's go ahead and clear the threat. You really need a scheme for 5, and that's a possibility still. Threat's gonna get stupid high either way. Let's flip down. I need extra cards here. I need to start getting some extra cards. We're going to go and exhaust Robbie to get him up to 3. I do want to keep improvisation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we get one more card because we're flipped down, so 6. Okay. Wish I really had some stuns and confuses, and I think that's something you want to bring when you fight Purple Man from now on. Ready, everybody up? Threat's going to go up by 1. It's going for 2, 3. That goes up to 4. 5, 6, 7. That went up to 4. Yep. 5, 6, 7. Counter card is Ivan Manios. Tracksuit Mafia. Teamwork Tracksuit, which I think teamwork, if I remember correctly, means that they attack. Or do they just activate? After a minion with a teamwork enters play and engages a player, if there is at least one other minion that shares the specified trait in play, the minion that enters play activates against a player it is engaged with. Okay. When revealed, place. So he would activate schemes for 0. There's 1 acceleration token here. Okay. So he's got 2 acceleration tokens on him. I have to kill that guy. Wow. Okay. Okie dokie. We're doing great, guys. Everything is awesome. Okay. We do have an in harm's way, and we've got some army of 1s that could easily take him out. So it depends on what we want to do here. We'll be able to take the firefighters out for a while, which is so annoying. We got to get rid of Ivan. Straight up. And the in harm's way makes a lot of sense to play. We're going to go and exhaust Robbie, get him up to 4. If I want to play, right, we're going to play... Playing in harm's way, he gets rid of him real quick. And then it does tuck underneath there, so I can do it again later. I just hate losing improvisation. The good news is when we flip up, we are going to get more resources. We do get a ready here. Let's see. We can still play in harm's way and attack and get improvisation down on the table. But if we do improvisation first, that starts helping us with some stuff that we need. We just got to deal with the firefighter and the tracksuit bro and everything else that's going on. I don't have a lot of health either. We're just getting minion swarmed right now, which is infuriating. If I don't play improvisation, we get a lot of more chances to at least take out a couple couple more things going on. We're going to flip up. I really wanted to recover, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. We're going to look for... We have one, don't we, please? We did not. Oh, no. Okay. I was really banking on that last resource there. Yep, aspect or base going to event and add it to your hand. Okay. We're going to spend one army of one and in harm's way. To deal 3 damage. Here, so he's got 2 health left. And we will attack for 2. Which takes him out. Kill the firefighter that takes out Robbie, and then we lose the game. But I can't even attack Purple Man until these guys are out of the way. I've got to get some upgrades and stuff down. We're Vest to play Army of One. Now I have Villainous. Oh, man. Okay. Which really we would have lost because they would have schemed us out. They've been... Yep. 1. Yep, and that would have been it. We would have been schemed out. Dang. Alright. Well, we did lose this scenario, which is unfortunate. Man's crazy. That is a scary scenario, and trying to keep up with everything all at once with this build didn't seem to work. You really need some stuns and confuses if you're going to be facing Purple Man. Wow. Does the first part start that way too? They just gain guard. Okay. Because they gain Villainous, it would have still, with the Tracksuit Bro and him, they both would have been 2. That would have been enough to scheme me out. Not because he was scheming. But he would have been part of the scheme for one of them. Still would have been enough. So, GG, Purple Man. I don't know if I just got overwhelmed with firefighters right off the bat. That's just crazy. We lost pretty hard, so let's lick our wounds. We're gonna go back and reset things, and we'll get ready for the next game. It looks like we'll be facing Kingpin, so I'm gonna get all this put away, and we'll just see what happens. And if we lose against Kingpin, we lose against Kingpin, and we have lost a campaign, but that is okay. So this is wild. If we die in a... But we lost a scheme, right? And it doesn't say... Defeat, it just goes to the campaign setup, is what it says. And then... Okay. So good news is we can still keep facing Kingpin. All right. If we fail, we should go back to the campaign setup. So we're going to get this all cleaned up, and I'm going to get ready to face Kingpin today as well. Just have them both done so I can start playing some other heroes and doing some different things. This has been fun. I am really frustrated right now, but it's just part of the game. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for learning with me. And yeah, thanks for bearing with me with all my mistakes. I forgot about the villainous thing. Man's somebody I'm going to go back and face for sure. He's been one of the villains I'm excited to try out. And so now that I know what he's got, I'm going to go check out some other heroes and then come back and face him with some stuns and confuses. All right, guys. Well, as always, my name is Jason Sketch. Thank you so much for watching. Next time will be Daily Series next time. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think and how to improve. Peace.